do recycled bottles and your attic have in common? Nothing, says you. Well, you're wrong, and I'm on my way over to Clondalkin, where all will be revealed. Recycled plastic bottles have many uses, one of which is in our own homes. Insulation is an area that EcoQuilt developed, with 70% of recycled bottles found in their product. This has the potential to cut down heating bills by up to 40% and increases the energy rating of your property.
If you look at any new houses that are built now, they're insulated to a very, very high standard between the windows and in the walls and in the roof spaces and all that. But a lot of the older houses aren't. So to bring those houses up to scratch and you know, get them up to sort of current modern standards, they need to improve. They need to do something extra. And you know, you can't really. A lot of times you can't just throw more insulation down on top of your attic floor. You've got to do something else because people need to use that attic space, like, you know. And people are trying to come up with more innovative ways of insulating, and this is one of them. Like, this is used widely throughout mainland Europe, widely throughout the UK. It's really just starting to make a bit of an inroad here in Ireland now, and we've been manufacturing here now for the last 12 months or so, and it's going really well, like, you know. Well, if you take it, you know, the purpose of insulation, any insulation, is to conserve heat and to retain heat, okay? And if you look firstly at really cold climates or explorers going to the Arctic and things like that, they're told to wear multiple layers of clothing, not one big, thick, bulky layer. It's all multiple layers of clothing. So we have our EcoQuilt product, which is made up of 14 different layers of insulation material. Right? The other thing is the emergency service, for example. You know, if somebody's suffering from hypothermia, what's the first thing they do? They wrap them in a foil blanket. So we have multiple layers of foil built into the product. Okay, and then the third product, the third layer inside it is the. This is where the recycled bottles come into it. Is this polyester, bonded polyester layer. This is the product that they use for sleeping bags, for anoraks, for, you know, all sorts of thermal insulation products. And this makes up 2 of our layers inside in the quilt. So all in all, you've got the 14 layers, very high tech, very modern, very thin, very high performance product. Well, you know, there was a campaign ran there a while ago called, I think it was the Power One, where people were asked to do one little thing, like turning off a light switch or unplugging their television or whatever. This is another thing that they can do in that whole sort of global warming issue. Insulate your attic, cut down on your fuel bills, cut down on CO2 emissions, and that's what it's really all about. Plus, you're making yourself more comfortable, you're saving yourself money, which is really what it's all about, the most important part of it. You know, if you do increase the insulation in your attic, even if you have existing insulation, and you increase the insulation in your attic, you're going to save yourself money.